Thanks so much, Leaf. Shopify Rebellion going up against G2. G2 not in the position that they want to be at this point. Drees had a standout performance in his inaugural event here a few weeks back, Turtle, but now on the ropes of not making day 3.
Yeah, I mean, this just shows how devastating it can be to drop one series in the group stage, and then as a result, you lose that extra life. G2, they lost in a sweep to Alpine, and that's the reason why they are in the lower bracket, which is incredibly difficult to survive because you've got to go up against teams like Shopify Rebellion, who these guys played each other 4 days ago in the grid. Shopify took that win, so we'll see if the same scoreline happens here, because G2, I mean, while they had that rough game yesterday, it hasn't been looking anything like that today.
G2 very aware of how difficult this match is going to be, and Rebellion hungry for a second win. They would love to make it to day 3. Beast Mode now up against Chicago. Chicago up against Rapid. He gets the bump and puts the ball behind into the Rebellion corner, but not before Chicago is yeeted back to his half. Beast Mode now with a loft and Drees to the sky. Gonna chase this one down, looking to tap it in himself, and he gets covered up by a memory in the air.
I love that idea from Drees. A lot of players at this level in particular would just go for a solo dribble or even one solid clear to the other side, but instead what does Drees do? He hits it off the ceiling so he can get the follow-up, and while it did get saved by Rebellion, there was still a good opportunity, and it's led to a lot of pressure. But talking about pressure, it seems like Rebellion have managed to break out of their own half, and we'll see another follow-up shot from Memory. It's not good enough off the crossbar. The cleanup from Beast Mode, a little bit too late. G2 have survived.
Yeah, Beast Mode not quite able to find the read on the third man's clear. So the ball will stay out of the nets. We'll go through the first minute and a half. No goals here. Memory over the top of JNAP to the side. It'll be Chicago to pick up control and then move it into the corner. He's going up against Rapid, and this one drops into the box for Beast Mode to push back the other way. Now off the back four, Rapid doesn't make contact, and Memory will try to dribble JNAP. It's over the top of him. He plays it to his own goal. Chicago's not there. No! JNAP's own goal.
Oh my goodness, this is this is painful. Okay, I mean, JNAPS, he's going for a touch last second. He wants to get the back pass to Chicago. You can see the idea he was going for. It was smart, it was calculated, but the touch just wasn't what you need, and that's a painful one to give up.
You just hear him saying it. All right, Chicago, back to you. And Chicago being like, I'm not there, bro. I'm not there, bro.
Yeah, exactly. That's a risky back pass right there.
3 minutes in, though, or 3 minutes left to go in game number 1. 2 minutes in here, and we'll see Rebellion with the lead. JNAP's now taking a shot to the far post, and it's in well placed. JNAP's recovers and ties the game.
Yep, JNAPS, you made up for it with this shot, and even that last own goal, it was a bit unfortunate. This one, you can't blame luck. This is 100% skill, the accuracy to get the upper left-hand corner shot. JNAPS, that's what he's been known for so far with this new implementation of Drees on the roster. He has been a striker and pretty much recovering from a lot of these Chicago bumps and demos. He's there to follow up.
He's gonna have to do the bumping here on this drive as Drees takes a shot. It gets blocked by one. Chicago went for the follow-up, and it's fast wrapping it in. G2 takes the lead.
And I guess it just took one goal for G2 to get amped up and start flowing on offense. You love JNAPS and what he's doing. He's in the face of every defender on Shopify Rebellion, getting in their way, making sure the rotation is broken a little bit, because that's all it takes, and you get a follow-up.
Chicago and Rapid up against each other. Memory now on the outside here is Beast Mode. Pushes this through one. JNAPS is able to dodge the demolition and get into the corner with the ball, but Rapid will take it from him now, trying to connect with Memory. Blocked in the box. Chicago gets in his way. Chicago now on the front lines as Beast Mode drops it on the ground and towards the box. JNAPS demolished, but Chicago's going to try and get it out of here. Demolitions rain all over the pitch. And for just a moment, there was only one G2 player on the grass.
Well, it's very awkward play from Shopify on offense. Whenever they're getting a touch, it's super weak. They're not hitting it with any power. And we even just saw Beast Mode with a chance on net, but instead dropped that one straight down, nothing behind it. And with those opportunities, I mean, it's 8 shots for Shopify Rebellion, but I can't really remember a single one. It seems a bit weak.
And it's 8 shots, 1 goal, and they didn't even technically score the 1 goal that they've got.
Exactly.
JNAP's over the top of one, onto the backboard, trying to fall, and he doesn't have enough boost to recover from that. Chicago will keep this ball trapped in the blue, but he won't be able to reach it before Rapid cranks it off the top corner. Drees has to make a block in the box.
Now Rapid Okay.
Oh, he's got a boost. Looks for the flip reset. Fakes out one. Chicago's there on the ground to answer.
I think that's the one player who's going to step up is going to be Rapid. We saw it in the pre-show in the top 3 plays. He got that unbelievable backboard read, and I think it was even a pre-jump, but nothing yet. A bit quiet, again, from the offense of Shopify Rebellion. We'll see if they have something else to put towards the net of G2. We need more threatening touches. It's just not connecting for him.
Beast Mode to Memory. Onto the backboard. Follow-up from Beast Mode. Covered up by multiple defenders. They're not able to find the shot. Now Chicago with a counter-attack into the corner. He's got JNaps in the midfield. He's out of boost, and Beast Mode will take control. They are only down by 1 with 45 seconds left. Rapid with mega control. Onto the backboard. He double-tapped it in. What a touch tie game.
Exactly what they needed. The pop-off from Rapid, the control in the air. I didn't even think that angle was possible. Most people go for a pass, but Rapid, he just goes all in by himself.
He backflips, or doesn't even use his flip, just rotates his car backwards after putting the ball onto the backboard, and just that movement gave the ball time to move away from the crossbar. He barely glances it with his nose, and it goes between the post. What a shot! 30 seconds left, and we're all tied up.
Unbelievable. I even clicked off of his camera perspective because I thought there's no way he finds this angle. There's no way. But with the way he feathered his boost and still found a small little window, that was incredible. But you still got this G2 offense to worry about. That's been getting warmed up. And the passing has been connecting more for Rebellion, though. This is an even match, Wake Punk.
Oh, Beast Mode going to try and collapse on this miss from Chicago. A last opportunity will go to Rebellion. Memory will put it into the ground. We'll go to overtime in game number 1. And it's been beautiful on both sides.
Yeah, and another reason why it was so important for Rapid to get that early goal himself was because usually Rebellion has had a slower start in this regional event against SSG. They didn't score 1 time within the first 2 games. Finally, they got a chance in game 3. That's the one game they won in that series against SSG, but they start out early, and you can see the mechanics are flowing. Beast Mode goes for the double tap pass, doesn't connect, but it is much better. I'd say this offense has upgraded tenfold, Wake Punk.
This is a much better game than we were watching at the beginning of these 5 minutes. Beast Mode trying to drop it down, but Chicago covers him up, and now the ball will bounce at midfield. Memory to loft it high, and Rapid's watching Drees' touch here. He's going to try and connect with Beast Mode off the backboard. Beast Mode going to chase this down into the box himself. Rapid going to be rotating far around the edge as the defenders try to get through Beast Mode. 1, 2 defenders. Beast Mode's able to stall out, and now it's JNaps. He's got Memory to deal with in the midfield, and he'll go to the corner. Beast Mode will be the first one there to challenge. Rapid rotating in the third man as Drees is able to get over the top of the front line. Chicago pass 2, looking for the double tap into the goal. It bounces too high. Drees didn't think he was going to need any help. All 3 G2 members have an open net to shoot at, and none are able to put it between the posts.
That entire play comes down to Chicago and the type of touch you get off the backboard. He hit it too strong, and it bounced all the way up. I wouldn't even blame that one on Drees. You need a lighter touch from Chicago, who I believe wanted to go for the angle himself. G2 missed an opportunity. We still got OT.
I think it's Chicago didn't quite decide if he was trying to pass or shoot, and sort of poorly did both. So it doesn't work out for G2.
Yeah.
137 into overtime.
Even a little bit of hesitation in the air. I mean, I didn't know what he was going to go for either. There's obviously the better option. In my opinion is just go for the pass, a safer route. But if you've got the chance, Chicago has the skill to put it in.
He does, and they're going to get punished for it. Memory's able to cover up the defenders and put in the game-winning goal.
Not the best corner play from JNaps in that situation. You want to have a soft touch, dribble it up that corner wall, but instead he goes for the challenge, and it squeezes out to Memory, who, if you're on the offensive side of that ball, you're going to be first to it no matter what. Memory's got the accuracy, followed up after that rapid double tap too. Rebellion, it didn't look like they were going to take game 1, but they came back, man.
They did. They absolutely came back from that. Well, and then they technically had the lead off the own goal, but then an immediate rally from G2 did change the situation and made it feel like G2's got this one locked up. But that rapid goal with like 40 seconds left to go or something, the double tap that just did not seem possible, and then managing to thwart the offense here in overtime. Brilliant performance from Rebellion.
That goal from Rapid, it has such an impact on this game because it just energizes everybody in comp. You know, you're hanging out with your teammates. You see Rapid now on the field hit a shot like that when your only goal all game long was an own goal. You weren't feeling too good. You see him hit that shot, and then you're energized, you're ready to go. And you could see how it affected them because every challenge after that Rapid goal was much more confident they were winning them and moving into the G2 half.
Electrified the offense, and Rebellion are able to use that electricity to get a win. They'll take the lead in the series. Still best of 5s here on day 2, so much shorter series. Rebellion closed sprint. Here's an infield pass, and Dries takes the shot, blocked by Rapid in the goal. They'll get the defense on the follow-up attempts as well. Dries now trying to connect with Chicago. Can he get it past Beast Mode? He can. Wins the wall challenge. Memory's able to counter Chicago now over the top of one onto a backboard. JKnapp's demolished. He won't be able to keep the pressure on Rapid. Now looks to dribble it at midfield.
Oh, it's a really good demo from Rapid. And then even turn on the ball in the transition to go forward and outflick another opponent. We've got a pop-off, I'd say, from Rapid. He's keeping that consistency all game long.
Rapid onto the backboard. JKnapp's is reaching for it, and he'll get a block. Dries now trying to cover up Beast Mode, but Beast Mode's there first, and JKnapp's will re-ground himself, connect with Chicago, and the ball will bounce in midfield. Rapid onto an open nymph. Can he find the double tap here again? Misses the ball entirely. Dries now to chase this down up against one. Gets it past him. Can he get control again, though? The flick was too much. It's off the corner. He's going to need help. Chicago into the corner. JKnapp's thinking about moving up here, but Rapid will cover it up, and JKnapp's all the way in the backfield now. He had moved out of the play. Beast Mode over the dribble, pass one, onto the backboard, and Chicago doesn't get much of a touch. Rapid's there, pops it high. He's got a full tank to work with here. Can he connect with Memory? Memory a little bit behind the play here, but he will be there to pick up the ball after the pinch.
I mean, it feels like Rapid, he's only going for these freestyle plays. He had a double tap opportunity a couple of, I'd say about, 45 seconds ago. He almost had the angle, but couldn't find contact with the ball, and that one was much easier than the one we saw in game 1. So this man, his mechanics, a bit lacking in game 2, but so far we have seen him get a couple of chances. Rebellion look way more fired up. They're getting demos. They're putting G2 in uncomfortable situations. At this point, it feels like it's only a matter of time before we see an opportunity slip in.
Yeah, honestly, they have dismantled the G2 defense a few times here in game 2. And it's just that accuracy you were talking about, just not stringing together the touches that would put the ball into the goal. It's not a matter of G2 being in the way. The simple misses from Rebellion. If they can tighten that up, they'll have absolutely control of this series. Here's Beast Mode onto the backboard. Rapid thinking about it in front of the box, but falls back as Chicago picks up control and pinches with JKnapp's and into the backboard. Memory's there. Got two G2 players in the midfield with Chicago rotating around the edge. He's got a lot of boost to work with. Gives it to Beast Mode into the corner. Dries is there, and he'll pick it up as Rapid's going to try and stall him in the midfield. Dries actually completely counters himself, loses control of the ball, and the ball will stay in G2's back third.
Rebellion have been completely prioritizing boost control. Every time I see one of their players rotate out, they go for the mid boost right away. And even on their own corner boost, they're getting in front of G2 who want to play that starvation game. They want to throw Chicago forward, who plays the most aggressive and takes the most boost on G2. He's getting denied from being in a comfortable spot, and that's because of the boost control from Rebellion.
Chicago on the ground. Dismounts the wall, gives the ball to JKnapp's. Through the sky, does JKnapp's have enough boost to make this play work? Memory will block him, and it's going to take a G2 bounce, though, and Beast Mode makes the stop. Across midfield, through the hole. He goes into the back line. Memory now through one. JKnapp's the clear, and Dries will chase this down. Does he get the angle? Oh, it's just off the crossbar. What a counterattack. Barely misses. We stay scoreless with a minute and a half left to go.
I think that would have slipped in if it was just a little bit more accurate. I don't think a goalkeeper was in rotation to find a save on that one. Dries, a painful miss, but we've seen that on both sides at this point, Wade.
Oh, big misses again. Here comes Rebellion. Bit more control in midfield. Memory out of boost, though, as he advances on the offense. He won't be able to get the corner. It's a small pass from Chicago and JKnapp's. Get the tag team down. They look for the infield pass. Covered up by Beast Mode, though. Dries into the corner. Rapid keeps the ball on the ceiling. Dries will have to fall back. He'll challenge his ball. Memory shuts it down. The passing lane's not working. It feels like a play that's going to come down to a dribble or a mistake at this point. Both teams able to counter each other. Here's Rapid versus Chicago. Best opportunity he's had here. Gets it through him, but the demolition on Memory means there's no follow-up, and the ball took a very G2 roll up the wall. So they'll get the counter, and now here's the follow-up attack. Chicago got two defenders out of it. Dries needs to find JKnapp's. Can't get the second touch, though, and JKnapp's won't be able to reach the ball in time. The counter play comes. Here's Beast Mode. Rapid looking for the bumps. He's able to dodge it. Chicago gets past him, gets the ball. Close game here, still scoreless.
And a crucial rotation from Chicago. If he didn't recover early in time and help out Dries, there would have been a bump coming through from Rebellion in that 2v1 situation. Massive props to Chicago, but they've still got some work to do. All tied up here. 5 seconds, maybe a chance for Rebellion. If they keep this ball up rapid, you see what he's done before. It goes for the pinch in the corner. This could result in something, but this one surely going to hit the ground.
Oh, no.
Maybe not.
Oh no, the outfield pass blocked by Memory, but still dangerous. JNaps is coming in for it in rapid.
Oh, no way.
Off to the side. This one should kill it, but Chicago will try to keep it alive. JNaps will do the work as well, but just about everybody out of boost. JNaps picks up that corner pad, but no, we'll go to overtime for a second game in a row.
Wow, this is ridiculous. And remember back to game 1, the OT, it came down to the first opportunity from G2, where Chicago could have gone for the double tap pass, but instead took the selfish route a bit and couldn't decided to go for that shot, Wavepunk. And you're gonna need better decision-making from G2 if you want to see him win game number 2.
Oh, Beast Mode with air dribble after the ceiling reset. Gets it onto the backboard. JNaps needs to hold on to this, and he does, but it's dropping to Memory. He lost it at the last possible second. Rapid puts it across. Beast Mode back into the box.
Oh!
Chicago puts it into his own net. You gotta be kidding me.
I didn't think Beast Mode had the angle. He had full boost and then now wrapped around just in time. The shot was so weak. You gotta think Chicago has a chance to save that. That shot had no power behind it.
It was going. I said Chicago put it into his own net. The ball was going in, and Chicago is coming into his own net. It is a difficult save. However, Rebellion with the full send in overtime? No way they do that. Like nobody plays that aggressive in overtime. I'm just gonna crash this corner rapid. Like, let's come on. We'll find a touch. This will work. And Beast will like, yeah, I'm gonna crash the other side of it. It'll go in, right? And it does.
I just don't know how this shot works. Sometimes it works as a mind game if you don't get good power. Like, look at this touch from Beast Mode. I feel like if Chicago didn't jump up right away, maybe we would have had a recovery in net from the second goalkeeper. Yeah. But in that situation where Rebellion throw everybody at you, you are so likely to panic because you see all 3 players, you see the final shot coming through. Chicago, you don't want to blame them too much, but at the end of the day, you're not clutching up when you need to. That's why Rebellion are in the lead.
And also, both the other 2 Rebellion players were rotating like through midfield across. Like I think Chicago knew that they weren't backing off. You know they're out of boost, but that ball is just such a meatball just sitting in the corner waiting to be slammed into the net. You don't need boost to reach the top post like that. Like you need a little bit of boost maybe, but there's pads right in front of the goal. You can do it. And man, I understand the panic there.
Yeah.
What a situation. What a way to press the issue and get a match point here in game 3.
It's so difficult because, like you said, the panic, it's justified. You understand why Chicago was feeling the pressure, but there were other options. I would love to get a insane slow-mo read at it just so I could really break it down. But at the end of the day, you've got to move on, get past that one error. And that's the second one for Chicago that he's going to be looking back and wishing he had another chance. And G2, they want another chance at this save.
We haven't had a game yet between these teams where they scored in the first minute and a half. This goal, 17 seconds in, about as deep of an infield pass as you could possibly have. Beast Mode puts in another one.
It just feels like Shopify Rebellion have G2's number. With that win that happened 4 days ago, you're coming into this series, you're confident. The touches weren't even looking too good from Rebellion in game 1, but they persevered, held on defense, and managed to adapt. I still am looking back to that rapid double tap that energized this offense.
They have not let up the pedal the whole time. Game 2 was a 1-goal game, but you wouldn't have known it just by watching them play. JNaps off to the side. Beast Mode's here. Puts it behind them. JNaps through one. Beast Mode. Oh, this touch. You're kidding me. How does he put this under the crossbar?
It's a similar play as well from JNaps. Not only do we get the accuracy from Beast Mode, where we critiqued his power hitting in the last game on the game-winning goal, but this one, he just represents all the power he can shove at the ball and really puts on display the skill he has.
And up by 2. This is the biggest lead any team has enjoyed. Let's make it 3 off the kickoff. Memory puts them in the gutter.
Oh, man, they are running away with this game. We're not even a minute down into game number 3, and you've got Memory crashing the net. The G2 defense looks scrambled all over. The organization just seems off. You know what I mean, Wavepunk? Where G2, they can't find that fluid rotation that they love getting into.
G2, I think, veteran teams still can suffer from tilt as a 4th goal. No, JNaps will get up in time to block that, but It doesn't matter how veteran of a player you are, getting beaten, especially losing, we cannot understate this enough. 2 overtimes. Both games 1 and 2 went to overtime. You lost them both. That gets under your skin, maybe even more than being down in the series.
Right, and this is the lower part of the knockout gauntlet. You lose, and you go home. So much on the line for G2 and Rebellion both. 3 goals separate them in game 3. G2 have time, but they need to start making a move now.
They have lots of time, but again, we just passed on the minute-and-a-half mark, which was where we started to see the scoring get started in game 1. Game 2 went all the first 5 minutes without any goals here.
No.
Oh, Drees tries there. Okay, somehow blocks enough. Yeah, the outfield pass didn't connect.
I'm surprised to see that. There was a lot of space for whoever was dribbling that ball, and Rapid could have gone for the demo, but they didn't decide to do that. Drees, maybe you can start the chain of events right here with the goal, but it's saved from beast mode. What is this goal line defense we're seeing?
Rapid saw 3 players bearing down on him and said, the only way I get around this is not going to matter. They put in the goal anyways. But yeah, Rapid doing a great job stalling it out, but JNAPS finally finds the opening.
I think this is what we were missing, the demos. Throwing off Rebellion. Chicago has always been so aggressive, and it doesn't have to always fall onto his shoulders for getting demos, but finally one does come out, and you do get a G2 goal as a result.
A bit of an overcommitment as well from Rebellion. Memory's back there because he's respawning after the demolition. If the demolition doesn't happen, there's literally nobody in the back third from Rebellion. So moving upfield, able to get the ball to JNAPS in empty space, and he's never going to miss that shot. So G2 now on the board. Down by 2. Can they make the full comeback? They're looking for the bump still. They get Rapid loose. Chicago's trying. The ball's still dangerous as JNAPS comes from behind it to put it towards the box. Chicago's coming from behind as well. But no, off to the corner after the touch from Memory. Beast Mode going to try and collapse on it. JNAPS to the backboard. Beast Mode needs a bounce to get control of that one, and Chicago's able to read his touch.
It does seem like G2 have stabilized. They're controlling the midfield boost far better than they were, I'd say, the whole series. You can see JNAPS, he actually missed the midfield boost, and that's an example. You could have done more with the play. If you do take the boost and you toss it out into the middle, the shot was on, but the save was even better.
To the edge. Beast Mode.
Oh my goodness.
Goal, and Chicago makes it a 1-goal game.
And at this point, we're questioning the over-aggression from Rebellion. That's a double commit. Beast Mode and Rapid both in the same area, trying to get a touch on the ball. None of them find one, and because of that, it's one clear the other side. 1 goal now separates them. You thought Rebellion in the first minute were running away with it. G2 have something else to say.
Oh, but the demolition in gold makes it wide open. They'll put it back to 2. The kickoff plays continue to come through for the Rebellion.
It's so painful for G2 with the demo play. Chicago even jumped up for the aerial. Rapid sniped them mid-air. A lot of players will just go for the bump and stay on the ground, but Rapid initiates it a little bit better and jumps up early.
Reading his bounce there to make sure that he was going to get the demolition. Big stuff, but also Chicago's touch kind of loft in that one for Rebellion. An excellent punish there from Memory. 2-goal game again, minute and a half. G2 back to the drawing board. Memory over 1. JNAPS will have control and puts it onto the backboard. Quadriz is up for it. Beast Mode's reaching for it. They'll both block it. Rapid and Beast Mode part of that as it goes the entire length of the field. That was insane.
I mean, that's ridiculous. That's a double commit, but it ended up working in their favor because I think Beast Mode lost the challenge. Rapid was behind him. This one off the post. The follow-up from Rapid, another post hit. There's a chance for a counterattack. Let's see what Drees has. Over to JNAPS and a mid-air bump with the save. You think G2 are going to push it past the goal line. It's not enough, Wave Pump.
It was so close. Off the wall. This one going back in front, and there's a shot from Chicago just wide. Oh, G2 can't buy a goal right now. JNAPS tries again. Beast Mode gets in the way once more. Drees and JNAPS in the same corner. Drees has got to hold on to this ball, and he loses it to Beast Mode. JNAPS will try to put the pressure on in midfield, but he's going for the air carry. Pass 2. The double commit again will block him. 30 seconds left. They need to score, so they have a chance at playing 0 seconds.
Oh, Beast Mode, the double pre-jump touches. That was 2 dunks in a row on defense. That's going to go usually unnoticed, but that back-to-back hit is what secured all this time wasted, and I'd say the reason why you denied G2 in Game 3.
They'll deny them in Game 3. They will sweep them 3 games straight.
Oh, my goodness.
And Shopify Rebellion will play on day 3 of regional event number 3 for North America.
I can't believe it. After the aggression, how much Rebellion even overextended in game 3, they managed to adapt. They never got in their own heads, and we saw beautiful recoveries from every single player. Again, shout out to Beast Mode in the final moments here where he got those pre-jumps. We even saw Rapid. When they double commit, it's like they both understand, okay, we double committed. Let's try to make the best out of this situation. So Rapid stayed up, and that's why he managed to get the extra save after Beast Mode. So many different crazy plays that you could break down from this series. It was so eventful.
Beautiful gameplay there. Beast Mode fully activated here in game 3 as well, as he got 2 goals and an assist on their 4-game streak, 6 saves and 6 shots. An admirable performance there from him. Well done as the Rebellion qualify for day 3. We got one more match here to go through. FaZe taking on Alpine. Winner plays tomorrow. We'll see who it is after the break.